welcome to 2021. Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of LucysQuickOne. I got you with all the news. Let's go. So it's the new year, and COVID-19 has just decided that, okay, I am going to reinforce. Now, a lot of us already know that currently the nation is under the second wave of coronavirus, and experts are even saying that this second wave is faster or spreads faster than even the first wave. They call it like the new variant of COVID-19, and it's just got a lot of people talking. Now, during the week, Ali Baba, the comedian, came out to reveal that he contracted COVID-19 during the Christmas and New Year period.
I spent all my Christmas and New Year in isolation. What I just want to let you know is COVID is real. COVID is real. I was in room 4, and I can tell you that from room 1 to 5, the number of people that were taken out because they died.
He wasn't the only one. Paul Okoye also came out to reveal that he had contracted the virus, and then after a while, he came out to reveal that he recovered from COVID-19. See, guys, the rules are very simple. Face mask, wash your hands daily, practice good hygiene, social distancing, avoid crowded places, and we will be fine. You know what just pisses me off, or just what makes me disappointed, is the fact that the Nigerian government is complaining that we may be running out of facilities to cater to people who might be coming down with COVID-19. But we have them also saying that people should go and register for their NIN, that's their national identity number, and then link it to their SIM if they don't want to get disconnected. And I'm like, I don't understand, because people right now, because we have been given deadlines, we have people rushing to the NIMC office, trying to get their numbers and trying to do a lot of things. So we have crowd. Have you seen the crowd? Have you seen people trying to get in, trying to get a spot? And in the process, even with their face mask and everything, you have people, rubbing off with sweat, spit, and all that. I'm like, how do you expect people to social distance when you give them a deadline during this period? Like, it's something I don't even really understand. I really feel that the government should look into it. Now, it's a good thing per se that NIMC right now is on strike, so the registration is not going on. But really, I think there should just be a rethink about this whole situation so that we all can actually live our lives. Something interesting happens during the week. Now, it's something that personally I never thought would happen, but never say never. So during the week, Dangote's bomb was trending on social media. Just in case you don't even understand how this happened, I will explain to you. So during the week, there was this lady called Bia Lewis. She's a Black American. She came out to reveal that she and Dangote were in a kind of relationship. Well, basically what she said was Dangote had broken her heart in 1,000 places because, their relationship ended. And she went on to talk about how Dangote helped her, his ideas and all that, and people were just like, what? So while people were busy analyzing how it probably feels like to be dating the richest Black man in the world, another lady known as All-Rounder came out and shared images of Dangote's bomb on social media. And then she went on to also reveal that, it's not true. Louis and Dangote never had a relationship. She's the main person. And people were just confused. Even I was like, why would you go to such extent? Now, first off, guys, I need you guys to understand, to the best of my own knowledge, I know that Dangote is single. Now, he was married twice and he divorced. So, he's a single man. Let's just keep that on the table. So, while Nigerians were just talking, I could even feel their pain. Now, on one hand, we had Nigerians who were scrutinizing Dangote's taste in women. We had some people who were talking about the fact that if this was a woman, people would be talking about the fact that he or she is going through or having a lot of relationships with other people outside. And then we also had people who were like, man, if I was the one, this is what I would do, this is what I will not do. Then we also had Nigerians who came out to say that this is wrong. Like, why would you show somebody's privacy because you want to pass a message? And personally, I agree with it. Because I don't feel that because you want to prove a point, you have to go to that extent. Like, it was just wild and it got a lot of people talking for the longest period of time. Now, as for Dangote, his response has been very classic. When they say silence, sometimes it solves a lot of problems. Dangote right now has not really said anything, but I can imagine what he might be going through, what might be going through in his head. He might be really disappointed, but then it could just be like, it happened. how far with my refineries? How is my business going? How is my sugar and everything going? You know what I mean? Let me know what you think about this story in the comment section. 2020 had different phrases, but this particular phrase, problem no dey finish, I think it's going to be for a long while before another phrase will now come and replace it. Now, there is this story that really broke the internet and people are still talking about it. The story about paternity fraud. Now, during the week, the news of this man, he's late now, his name was Tunde Thomas, came out on social media, whereby it was revealed that he died from heartbreak and depression. That was after his wife, her name is Moyo, told him that the children that they have together is not his, but the children actually belong to her former boss. And reports said that the friends of Tunde came out to reveal that what this lady did was she traveled out of the country, and then when she got out of the country, she had already resigned from the bank. When she got out of the country, she called her husband and said, "These children that we have is not for you." And that was how the depression came, and that was how he reportedly lost his life. He died from heart attack and a lot of things. Now, so as reactions were actually going on social media, remember Pretty Mike? I talked about him last year. Yes, Pretty Mike came on social media on his status and said that if you are married, maybe sometimes you just drop in at your wife's office and try to see if your children look like her colleagues. Now, some people actually found this comment very funny, while other people were just like, you know what, this is not funny, because people were coming out to share their experiences. Now, I remember the very first time I talked about paternity fraud on the radio, and I talked about the fact that sometimes, or right now, people are asking, or husbands have started to ask their wives for paternity tests. I remember that I was really against it. I was like, why would my husband ask me for paternity tests? Doesn't he trust me? Like, after the paternity test, when he finds out that the children belong to him, it will actually break the trust in marriage. And I remember that I had callers who came and said, you know what, it's not like that though. I don't mind. But some people said that they mind. But you see the drama that is going on the streets right now. I don't even know what to think anymore about this paternity test or no paternity test. Let me know what you think about paternity test in the comment section. Personally, would you be angry? Or how would you feel if your partner comes to ask you for a paternity test, or even does it behind your back? You can actually do that right now without the knowledge of your spouse. How would you feel when you find out, or when he asks you for a paternity test? And as a guy, are you willing to actually take paternity test on your children? And in other news, congratulations to the Banj and his wife Linio. They welcomed their second child, a baby girl, during the week. Now, these guys, they've been through a lot. Losing a child, then having another child, and now they're having their second child. I'm so grateful to God for them, and I'm so happy for them. I wish them the very best. And still talking about babies, Chris Clow and his fiancée Jojo welcomed their first child during the week. Now they have named their daughter Gia, and looking at that baby, or looking at the babies, it just makes me feel, or makes me believe, that 2021 is just going to be an amazing year for everyone, and I really, really hope so. Alright guys, that is it for this week's episode of Lucy's Quick One. I got you with all the news. Next week Friday, as usual. Do not forget to subscribe to this amazing channel, and of course drop your comments. Take good care of yourself, stay safe,